fortunate to be on Earth at what I believe is like the Renaissance, the ability to sort of create our own destiny.
The Renaissance podcast.
For us, bro.
Anyways,
take it off. All right, this is the Renaissance podcast, guys. We're back again. We're back with actually a guest coming back for the second time, right?
Second time.
It's Alex Rincon. Everybody make a clap noise. I'm just playing. We don't have that shit here.
Appreciate y'all bringing me back, though. Appreciate it.
How y'all been, boys?
Man, it was a long weekend.
We all gained a little weight.
Shit, bro, for real. I'm not gonna hit the gym until like past Christmas at this point. I'm already done with the losses. I'm just gonna regain the benefits now of the food, bro. Hey, but
did you watch yourself when eating?
Oh yeah, I kept it cool. I actually surprised myself because I have something coming up in January, but I kept one plate and I probably didn't eat till like 9 o'clock. I ate early and then ate late.
Damn, bro.
So I mean, I control myself, but it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Props to you, bro, because I can't control myself right now, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Usually I go in, but I'm like, man, I'm just get one plate. And I was actually chilling.
Hell yeah, bro. So the first time, like, I had a Thanksgiving dish, and like, I had like 3 of them hosts. So like, I was straight.
So right, with your girl, right?
Yeah.
Your girl's family and all that. So they had the OG turkey meal type of deal, or
I had a steak, Mexican? And then I had the pavo, and then after that, they gave me another dish. I forget what it was.
Did you bring anything? Little pie?
Yeah, myself, bro.
That's it.
My presence. It was well perceived.
You can't cook, or what? Can you cook?
Nah, bro, I can't cook for shit, bro. You know what I do know how to cook, bro? Maruchans, bro.
Maruchans.
Now you're famous enchiladas they were talking about.
Medium, mid-high.
Yeah, we had a chef last week. Podcast with a chef last week, and
I seen that.
And he was talking about his famous enchiladas, bro.
Oh yeah,
bro.
That's all he knows how to cook.
Hell yeah, man.
It's microwavable ones.
Nah.
Now you actually make some from scratch.
Hell yeah, bro. But other than that, man, we're glad to have you again, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
It's nice seeing a guest that we really enjoy, and outside of the camera too. Like, we actually really do enjoy your vibe.
Yeah.
But behind the camera, man, this is the new studio. Hey, hopefully we're gonna open that. I don't know how expensive that liquor is over there, bro, but like, once we get to 1 mil, bro, you gotta be one of the few people that get to take a shot.
It's mezcal. You drink mezcal, it's not tequila. People always think it's tequila, but
nah, bro, I've had mezcal before. It's a little rough, but for the cause and the celebration, I'm down.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's 8 years old right now, but the longer I leave it, the more expensive it gets.
That bottle's clean, bro. That's like that. What's it called? That matte.
That's why I fucked with it. Actually, the guy that got it from me, shout out to Lil Ugly.
Lil Ugly,
that boy. It took him a while to find it because it's not like you can't just find it at a liquor store. You gotta look
for that shit. I've never seen that shit before.
Yeah, man.
I like the little pink, like the color.
Yeah, it's different.
Whoa. We're not
the last thing you need to do is drop that shit.
But he told me, he's like, if you get it dirty and all that, it shows the instructions how to clean it and stuff. Bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bad. All right.
It's just a trophy, not even a drink.
Yeah, we were right. He said once we hit 1 million, that's what we're drinking.
Hell yeah, man.
Even though I can't drink, I'll drink it.
For the holidays, past Thanksgiving, I'm good now with like food, but like now it comes to Christmas gifts and shit like that. I don't know about you boys, but like, I'm not used to getting anything, and I hope I don't get shit again. Like, straight up.
Oh, what?
For real. Like, I'm used to
bunch of coal?
Yeah, I'm used to not getting shit. So like, I hope I don't get shit. But it's more about the giving.
You know, you sound like you won gifts. You're just saying that so your girl can feel bad. That's what it sounded to me, bro.
I hate being given gifts. No offense to like the people that have given me a gift. Like, I'm more of the person that like, oh yeah, you gave me you filled up my tank type of shit. Like, all right, thanks, man. Like, that's it.
Like, I never actually, I'm the type of person that never likes to receive gifts. I like giving gifts.
Yeah.
It actually makes me happy giving people gifts. I'm the type of person that buy a gift, and even those for like a month later, I'll give them to them right there because like I'm fucking anxious to give them to them. So I'm like, bro, just open it.
I hear you.
Damn,
bro. That's how I am too.
Hell yeah, but other than that, man, so you're gonna drop a new album. What's gonna be the name of the album, man?
The album name's gonna be called Stable and Shattered.
Stable and Shattered.
We're still like the cover art should be coming in probably in the next few days, and the concept behind Stable and Shattered is it's gonna be, the cover art is gonna be dope. It's gonna be half of my face, just regular, and then the other side's gonna be just shattered glass, a shattered glass concept. So what I'm trying to do is pretty much everyone goes through shit where we all have it figured out, but at the same time, we're all broken in a way, right? So you might see a successful person, good head on good head on the shoulders, him or her, but they still got demons that they're still fighting. Or you might see a guy, man, this is a nice guy, but behind closed doors, he might be cheating on his girl or fucking getting fucked up every weekend and all that. And like that's his demons. Like he probably don't know how to like. Girls can be his weaknesses and drinking could be his weaknesses, but he could be a successful businessman, have it together, goes to church, has genuine whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we all have our pieces that can be, stable, but we're also shattered. So
you stable and shattered yourself?
I'm not gonna comment on that.
How about say
Is that more talking about yourself or stories that like you've seen?
I'll answer that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like no one can sit in a room and say I'm not stable and shattered. I'm stable and shattered. We all have, no one's perfect. And that's the point of it too. There's a lot of tracks on there that is like, there's a lot of these people that just cap on their shit all the time. Like, oh yeah, I'm copping this and, I'm riding in this. I'm like, yo, bro, I seen you the other day and you were driving this. And like you say you copping, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't even want to get there because that shit is
caught 100 bodies, bro.
I think Alex was talking about this the other day where it's like so many people or so many artists that try to make it go broke to try to live that lifestyle that other people live.
So don't front. Like at the end of the day, like music can be an art too. There's songs like, and another reason why is because if you theme an album or a project, an EP, a certain theme. If I say, I don't know, Cold Nights or Heartbreak, it's gonna be some like more mellow, deeper shit. But this one doesn't necessarily have a theme, so it can be anything. Yeah. And so on this project, I have so much stuff. It's gonna be 15 tracks. Nice. 15 tracks on there. Have an intro, have an outro, and it's gonna be dope, bro. I worked my ass off on this. A lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of hours put into this. And it took a lot longer, but it's been throughout probably a little bit more than a year of putting together these songs. Right. Because since I fight too, I gotta put things on pause and get back. And then you also, it's kind of like when it's almost like you get out of shape at one point. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you go, man, your kind of creativity kind of hits like you have a creator's block. Yeah. And you got to kind of get back in the flow of things. And man, you get some parties. You're gonna have some like a club banger or two. You're gonna get some deep stuff. You get some like mellow or some some intimate, a sexual song. Stuff like that. You
have features on the album? Or it's just you?
I have two features.
Okay.
One is BSD Lucci. So shout out to my boy BSD Lucci, and then Markio. Markio, I actually went to school with him in high school, and he actually performed at one of Lil Durk's shows. And he performed at Gillies, and so he killed it, man. And we go back, but on top of that, like I'm never gonna work with anyone that I don't fuck with. If I don't like the music, I don't care if you set a high price or anything. I'm not, even if you're paying me. No, I'm never gonna revolve myself around.
There's one artist right now that like is famous, but like you would be like, I would work with him. Like,
man, person I really like right now, heavy is Polo G. I like Polo G a lot. Polo G, Lil Durk.
Did you see what was happening with him whenever he was with the streamer?
No, I didn't see that.
He was acting sus around him, and then he got mad as fuck.
Oh, for real?
Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross?
Nah.
He's a streamer that he pretty much does like not pranks, but I guess like he just acts like gay around other rappers.
I feel like we all have those friends that are kind of like sus at times, but they're playing.
But he does it with a bunch of high end rappers that like don't expect that from.
They're like, man, you fuck out, bro.
What the fuck?
And like Craig on Friday, or what did he say? Or was that Chris Tucker and Smokey? He's like, hey Craig, I ain't on that gay shit. That's how
it's literally how they be.
That's how it be. All the fucking artists, and every time he does that shit, all the either rappers too, because it's who's been there? I think it's been a few.
Tory Lanez,
fucking Soulja Boy,
Blueface.
That's because a lot of them they have this image where they want to stay hard and like if they fuck with that, it like makes them someone will come across homophobic, but some of them are like, nah, I can't fuck around with that because it'll ruin my image.
Yeah, some of them, most of them though have like at the end of the day they end up staying like cool with him. Because he's a little white guy. Aiden Ross is like a little white guy. He's like 5'7", 5'6", and like
he's just pranking them and shit.
Yeah, he's just pranking them.
So I understand the prank, but some of them get just too serious.
Polo G thought it was like they were just like on some mother shit, and then he got pissed off.
Oh, he was mad. He stayed mad
as fuck. He stayed mad for like good 2 weeks, like everybody was talking shit online and stuff. But then I think they're cool now. Like they're actually cool now.
Yeah, nah, he's one of the people I'd fuck with. Lil Durk, big Jordan Lucas fan, big Jordan Lucas fan. The more of the older Weekend, like the After Hours is really good. Like that last project, he's kind of coming out with something new. Like I heard a couple singles by the Weekend, and I wasn't really a fan of it, but those are the people I like. Tory Lanez has come out with like this 80s style album on the 11th. Yeah. He was supposed to drop on the 1st, and he dropped it on the 11th. So those are the type of artists I really listen to. Rod Wave, you know, things like that.
Are you gonna have a listening party?
I'm actually doing something kind of an intimate listening party.
Okay.
So it's just people that are really just like tight knit in my circle, and people that have in a way have tried to like connect me in a certain way.
Dope.
And so actually a good friend of mine gave me that idea. It's he said he was in a listening party back then with Kanye. And he said it was like me, Kanye, and 11 other people. And what he did was he played a few songs off the album and got very intimate with it. And so he played the song. Everyone's just in there chilling, listening to the music. And he would talk about the track and like where he went to mentally, all that. He kind of pretty much broke down where he went to, his creative thought process. And even probably if it was personal, talked about it. And I'm planning on doing that, but I'm also going to add like a Q&A. So if anyone's like, hey, is there something that stood out to you about the song? You have questions about the song, any lyrics? I'm willing to open up and tell you about it. And I feel like that gets people in when people are emotionally connected to something, they look forward to a lot more and they really get connected. So let's say you hear a song and you're just like, you don't really know what he's talking about. But if I'm like, yo, I went through this is what I'm talking about here, blah, blah, blah. I tell you this full story and you know me, they're like, oh shit, like now I really like this song. Now I know.
But you can't really tell that to everybody. That's what gotta be that tight knit group that you tell that
exactly.
to.
You know, because it's some of the stuff can be, you know, personal, you know, stuff like that. So it's a really tight knit group, like people I grew up with, my close friends, actually some of my family, and then actually people, because I'm also a personal trainer, so some of the people that take my classes there, they've been the one pushing my music. They're like, you know, I'll play at my workouts and they're like, hey, like, give me that song. Let me, you know,
you've been killing it in these trainings, bro. I see nothing but sweat every time I see your fucking story, bro. I look at that story, bro, and then I look at my belly, and I'm all like, you know what?
Damn. They working hard,
yeah, but he's still like, nah, next year.
Yeah, for real, straight up.
But man, that's a lot of hard work put into it. And so I really give my respect to any artist, though. Like my props to any artist that's pushing through, bro, because it's a lot of, you know, a lot of time, man, a lot of
for real. How many hours do you sleep, bro?
Not much, like six or seven.
Right.
But I mean,
I was about to say
I try to get my good sleep. I've been sleeping a lot better now, bro. I've been sleeping way more now. But I keep myself busy through the day. I get up earlier though. I get my good rest. Get up earlier, get more done through the day. You know.
That makes sense.
I feel like 6 hours is perfect.
Yeah.
So you're saying the album is completed already, or like you're still?
I have one more session and everything's completely done. Okay. Like all beats are bought, everything's done, touch from, you know, top to bottom. And actually I have one more studio session left on Wednesday, which I'm gonna in a couple of days. So I'm gonna go in there and just even like sit down and listen in just a quiet room. And if there's even like a little sound I don't like, I'm like, hey, take that little part out. Hey, so already before I go in there, I have timestamps from my engineer usually, and I'm
don't
like,
be like Kanye though, bro. Don't be like Kanye
after release the
bro. Yeah, I would never do that, bro. God, bro. I was like, when everyone was saying like more like donde, because he was like donde, like donde.
That's hilarious.
But I think that's the only. Kanye's a unique person, like a unique being, bro.
Yeah.
Like only he would do that shit.
But hey, in either way, even if it was a hiccup on his end, like it had people anxious.
People were waiting
so I'm not
for
that big of a Kanye fan myself, but I was like, man, it even had me anxious, and I wasn't even like, you know, that big of a fan.
At first, he had me. I thought that he was really preparing for it to like be perfect, working every single second. And then it keeps on getting delayed and delayed and delayed.
He wanted that Drake, bro.
And then at that point, I'm all like, bro, you ain't even got it. That whole gonna be trash. At this point, don't even release it. I liked one song. I think that's
only like one.
I think
I like 3 songs from it, but
it's a type of music. It's not for everybody.
Yeah,
but I mean,
100%.
like there's some certain songs that I feel like anybody can relate to.
Yeah,
because like everybody that asks, I like 1 or 2 songs, but they're all different. Like they're all different types. Like it's not like
bro,
that one song that everybody fucks with.
Bro,
everybody has a different. For us, that's what personally
he did better than I expected.
Like personally, when people have told me like what songs you like what was your favorite song from it?
All I gotta say is that Jesus is King, his album was 100 times better. And I ain't even religious, bro. I'd be in my car driving. Hey, bro, I could dead ass be driving to kill 2 motherfuckers. And I'd be out here playing Jesus is King. Bro, like
amen.
To me, the best song out of the album was the one he left out of the album, which was the one with Andre 3000.
Oh, yeah.
That song was
On,
fucking fire, bro.
On Donda?
On Donda. He left it off. Well, technically, it's not on Donda.
Oh, okay.
He left it off.
I
But
see what you're saying.
it's the one that Drake leaked. It's the one
I
that
didn't really
Drake.
pay attention to it, like to the album, you know. But the only one I liked was one because I'm a Weeknd fan. And I think it was a good song.
No, it was a good song. bro.
Hurricane, yeah.
Hurricane
I
was
really
a
like
fucking
that
good
one.
song.
But that's it. Like I didn't really fuck with that one. And then, you know, Certified Lover Boy, like that one was good. That's one of the albums that you kind of it has to grow on you a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, whenever Burley came out, I was just like,
Yeah. I still don't think it was that great.
Mid.
You know, I give it like a 7.
7.
Now 7.
I say
I
7.
can see how
Comparing
some
to
might say
Drake's,
8.
yeah, nah, I think it
Oh
was
yeah,
7.
Drake definitely. I feel like Drake blew him out the water.
Yeah.
Because I just don't. I'm just this new Kanye is just so different, bro.
For
It's
real.
just so different. So I mean, that's another thing that people don't realize. Like some of these artists, man. The best comparison is like Lil Wayne. That's the first person I really got onto hip hop with. I wasn't allowed to listen to hip hop growing up. So Lil Wayne, whenever the old Wayne, you know, his shit was. And then you'll still listen to songs now by him, and you barely catch a metaphor.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like I always knew Lil Wayne was great, but until like a year ago, I didn't realize how great he was for his time. Like the wordplay and everything, I went back to listen to all his songs. I'm like, bro, these bars are so fucking fire, bro.
It's so
like,
fucking
you don't,
clever, bro.
You don't really listen to anybody that says bars like that nowadays.
I don't know, bro. It
Like,
goes over your head.
But to me, honestly, every time, that's for me also what Andre 3000 is for me too.
Yeah.
Like every time he's dropped he doesn't even drop a song just a feature. It's like, bro, this dude is like, it's not in, like he's in a league on his own. Like it's, to me, it's like Andre 3000, Lil Wayne, Eminem too. But then there's like all the top artists that everybody likes. But to me, those 3 guys are like in the top, bro. Like, especially with bars related.
For sure.
Like,
So your album hasn't dropped yet. So we're in a cool little stage where it's going to drop by the time we re-release. It's imminent. The drop is imminent. So is there something that you want to look back and say that, yes, that happened? Are you looking forward to something happening?
In what?
In the way that the album will drop eventually? Like, what do you have something planned out for the future that you really, really want to happen out of this performance? I mean, out of this.
winning a Grammy, bro.
Bro, you just never know. Because I mean, Polo, like I follow Polo G heavy, and he was just like, you know, some of these artists, bro, they drop an EP, a solid EP, and they pop off from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think this will definitely like make people realize like, yo, he's not playing with this shit. Like he's actually taking this seriously, you know, because one, I just, it's not even about me trying to, you know, act like I'm the best motherfucker in there. Like, you know, people get very offended when people are like, man, I don't like your shit. Like, good. Like, okay, good. Thank you. Because it's not meant to be for everybody. And if you're telling me that's what people forget. They think they come into, man, my shit's hard. My shit's better. Not everyone's going to like your shit. You got to think about the most major artists ever. Not people think they're trash. You know what I'm saying? People are like, man, he's garbage. So that's okay. And for me, it's more of like, I just want to show people that like this album it's a lot of creativity behind it. It's a lot of personal shit. It's a lot of creativity. And some of the shit is like some tracks, again, like I said, it's a party song. Some people like that. Some people don't like any deep shit. Some people love to just turn up. You know what I'm saying? People like to get lit to some songs. Cool. Yeah. I have a good friend of mine that only likes radio hits and upbeat music. He doesn't like anything mellow. I like shit with some depth and make people like the music that I'm more proud of is the deeper shit. When I like listen to stuff makes you think. That's the type of stuff I'm proud of. But you also have to be strategic and be like, all right, let's do a party song. Yeah. You know? So that's what I want people to know. Is like, man, he's not playing around with this. And obviously it shows if I've done 2 EPs in a little bit over a year. Within a year, I did 2 EPs, and a little bit over a year, I'm about to drop an album.
Damn.
You know, I think my first EP was in October or like early November. And December, I'm dropping an album with 15 tracks. So thankfully, you know, with boxing, it's given me the you know, the financials to be able to, you know, ride through that shit and record like, you know,
what
like
mindset
crazy.
do you get into whenever it comes from going into making singles and going into making the album? Because, you know, for some artists, they're kind of like you said, it's the radio trying to get my name out there. But for an album, or did you even think like I want to make an album, or it just came?
It kind of came together. I was like, damn, my vault is heavy. Like I had like a fuck ton of songs. My bad, I just spit like crazy. But I had a fuck ton of fucking music. And I was like, holy shit, I already got a lot. But then I was like, oh man, it's kind of not everywhere, but it's like I have a pack of this, and then I have a pack of this.
Gotcha.
But again, man, with me and my team just strategically like knew how to like, what we're doing is we're taking it for a ride. We're like, the way the music is, it starts off mellow, more real stuff, then it starts to get poppy, then it gets to like hard rap, party, and then it goes right back down into mid to like sexual almost, and then deep. You know what I'm saying? So it starts deep on both ends and it just kind of peaks at the middle. But yeah, bro, like I'm actually really proud of myself, because when I was first thinking about the album, I was like, man, like, oh, I got an album coming. But then I sat down one day and it just hit me. I'm like, man, this isn't just a little thing. Like, an album's for real. Yeah. You know, EP is cool, but all the time and the songs that are on there, I don't see one being anything at all below a 7 or 8. You know, to me, most of them are, I can say, well, like, this one could probably be better. But when you try, I feel like sometimes you overthink as an artist. So you're trying to leave it as it is sometimes.
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. If I could rap, I give myself a 10. But here's the thing, bro. That's the difference between me and you. That, bro, I don't have the money to drop on fucking rap songs right now, bro. No one has.
You're saying you can rap?
No. If I could, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I had the money, the point is that I don't have the money. I really wouldn't be able to.
And you don't know how to rap.
And I don't know how to rap. And that's the problem.
But that's the problem.
That's the only reason that's holding me back.
No, but here's the thing. There's people that can rap and don't have the money. Or there's the fuckers that know how to rap. And like, they sort of want to go at it, but they don't. You're going all in, bro.
But the thing is, too, I see some people like, I mean, let's be real. A lot of these motherfuckers, they got all this money to get some features and shit, because most of them are trapping. They got a lot of their homeboys that be trapping. They're like, yo, man, let me, I got you type shit, you know? And like, I put on people that I fuck with and I've known, and those 2 features, like, one feature, my boy BSD Lucci, we've done 2 songs together, and we're actually gonna end up coming out with the EP down the road, but this is called Pain and Problems. And to kind of give a little, like, teaser on that one, it's talking about like our own pain and problems, but more of his end, on his personal end, and then just he's black, so he talks a little bit of that, like the African American standpoint of what he's going through. But I talk about my people too, and the pain that I'm through in my life. So we all got pain and problems. Talk about that, and then with Markio, it's called Unstable. And that one, bro, those 2 songs are like.
And that's the cool thing about this industry right now. I feel like the industry is moving towards like really, really like storytelling songs right now, where you're telling a story to the audience and they can relate to it. And they see that one part and they're like, oh, hell yeah, this is my song type of shit. And back then, the Lil Wayne metaphors and all that stuff, bro. I was a little kid, bro. I still remember the Lollipop song, bro. I was out here with my mom driving and shit.
But that was a club song.
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. I still remember my mom driving them, me telling my mama, turn that shit up, bro. Lick me like a lollipop looking ass. Like, what the fuck? You see, that's what I mean. Like, back then, it was just shit that's like,
bro,
hit.
Logic. I didn't mean to cut you off. Logic, y'all seen whenever Logic and it was a Joe Budden were beefing at one point.
Yeah.
And he was like saying, man, Logic is fucking the worst rapper ever. And then it goes to the next scene, Logic, he just goes, pump, 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 pump.
Yeah.
Pump, 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 pump it up. And he's just reading his lyrics, like, Joe, so he's like, so
one of his biggest records.
So, that, what I'm saying, he's hating on him. But to answer your question, like, but I just honestly, I make all the songs and it just ends up, some of them are like, man, this shit's hard. Let's make this a single. That's gonna be a popping song. So we're gonna make that one a single, and then from there it goes. Like Raza Freestyle 2, that's gonna be on the album. And that's the only song. And sometimes some people kind of let too many songs out as singles and they put it on the album. And some people make them. Joyner Lucas said that on his ADHD project. He had like, I probably didn't hear maybe 5 songs out of the project.
Yeah,
and the other ones were skits. So those don't even count. He had Kevin Hart on there, Chris Rock.
Yeah, I like his style with what he did with the skits and stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy. He did like an evaluation skit, like whenever like people with ADHD, that shit was crazy. But But yeah, man, like I go into this creative mindsets, and it depends on what the song is too, like how I start recording. Once I already kind of come up with the hook, that's my blueprint for a song. So I'll listen to a beat, okay, these type of vibes. I just start humming, I find a melody, and then I start saying words, and then I just start right there filling in the words. Bottles, models, throttles, whatever. And I just start, and right there, okay, this is what I'm gonna talk about.
Take notes, Alan. How to rap.
I was like, I don't need his advice.
No, that's what I mean, bro. Like, it sucks that you're very, lucky because you have both. It's insane how much money it takes, and it's insane how much
it is, bro.
How much talent it takes. And sometimes fuckers have money. They got zero talent, bro.
I'm like,
I've talked to this about Alex too, where he brings a lot of guests in. Obviously, with the rodeo. Shout out to a rodeo, Texas. We got the guests, right? We got the
twins with the Renaissance.
Yeah, but some artists, bro, like I've seen that, and he's told me about this. It's like, bro, they're fire. Like some of the music that I listen to, like, bro, I fucking bumps this shit.
Yeah.
He's like, how come he's not popping? It's like, he tells me, it's like, because they don't know how to promote this shit. Like, it's just like,
you gotta be strategic.
Yeah, you gotta be strategic. And then there's some guys that I've seen that like get a lot of views and stuff, but they're it's kind of decent. It's like, bro, how did this guy doesn't have any views and any likes on his?
I mean, you talked about it, bro. Like off camera, you were like, bro, it's expensive out here.
Yeah.
Like, it's expensive.
It costs a lot of money, bro. Just to go in the studio and record, depending on what studio you go to, you might like, man, I want a really good quality sound. But that's just fucking expensive to go to like a top studio, and then that's just a song, and people think, oh, you go in there knocking an hour. Because, people who are just don't know the recording process, they think you go in there and spit that shit like that. Bro, it takes time to write. And then, man, I didn't like that. Let me respit the whole thing.
Again,
or, ad-libs, melodies, harmonizing in the background. Yeah. And then the engineer got to mix and master. Like, it's a whole process. I remember when I first started recording, I thought it would take like an hour to record a song. And as I went along with the music and started growing, I was like, shit, now I understand it takes probably like 3.5 hours to really get one song down pat. Unless you really know the shit from top to bottom and go in there and you rehearse. Like now I have a mic and everything at the crib. Like I have a little studio thing. So I can spit that shit. A studio, knock it out that much quicker. We're in a time crunch at that point. Mm-hmm. So you want to, what I'm saying, it's your money and time. So let's make it work,
Yeah. That's true. But like, it's crazy to think about like Alan was saying, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here with, a lot of talent that are probably going to never make it. Yeah, it's sad to think about, bro, because there's so many talented people,
and then people gotta die to be, with everything going on, bro. Like, with Young Dolph and all these people, bro. It's like that's sad, but it takes that for people to really stream their shit.
Yeah,
like, Young Dolph is I actually listen to his music pretty well because I don't really get into hard like trap or rap or anything like that. I like some, but it's just some of them I just don't fuck with their. What I'm saying? It's got to be a vibe for me. It's got to come off natural. And his voice went perfect with the beats that he had and everything. And
sounded like he was just talking.
Yeah, bro. Like he went in.
Did you see the video where it was him and some random guys dude in the parking lot? And he was playing like the what was it
ukulele?
Called? Ukulele.
That's the ukulele guy. He does videos with everybody.
Oh yeah.
And he was like just hitting every single thing that he said, bro. Like his voice, voice was just iconic.
I feel like that's the crazy thing about him. When you think about Young Dolph, it's like he talks about the same stuff in every song, the same stuff, but it's like so
funny.
The way he delivers it.
Clever and shit.
And I was watching the other day. I was just at work and I got recommended his Rolling Loud, his Rolling Loud set, and the most recent one. And like, bro, you could tell once they put the camera into like the fans and stuff. You could tell everybody fucked with his shit, bro. Like every single song, and then some. All the rappers, like even the mainstream rappers, like they played their top 3 songs, like fucking Jack Harlow. Every time he puts either What's Poppin', the one with the Lil Nas X, and then I forgot the other one, the Hero. Those are the 3 songs he puts on every Instagram video because those are the ones they fuck with. Yeah. But when you see the whole Dolph set, it's like, bro, every single song he put, everybody knew his shit. And it was white people, Hispanic, black people, everybody knew his shit.
I didn't see that until after he passed away. I saw that video, the whole thing he did with the people, Duke or something like that, people working at Duke, and then they got fired. Yeah. Because they were playing was it getting paid?
Yeah, getting paid at Starbucks or a coffee shop.
I think on campus or something like that. And then he ended up giving like 20 racks. I don't know if he said 20 racks each or 20 racks between them two, but
shit, that's lit though. Like
shit.
He always fucked with his fans too, bro, for sure. I mean, shit, he gave a Lamborghini to somebody in Oakland,
bro. That's crazy.
And Lamborghini, bro.
And he fucked with Dallas. I actually know someone that was really close with him, and I sent him a text, man, like, because he helped, like, with running the show, like, with booking and stuff like that, booking with him. Shit. And I sent him a message real quick. I was like, yo, man, like, you know, my condolences. I know you was close with him, and so, you know, because it's, you know, we look at him in a different way, but people actually really knew him. And like they said, at the end of the day, man, he was still a father. He was, you know.
And at the end of the day, that's the sad part that, you know, Dallas was his second home. And for someone to have, you know, a second home, that's kind of tough to even pronounce. Like, I mean, to even say, like, shit, my second home is, you know, someone else's home, but it's really my home type of shit.
Yeah.
Dallas is growing, and it's going to get to a point, a stage where, like, someone has to build this for us. Whether it's going to be the rodeo or whether it's going to be someone else, because, like, we got to unify the artist over here.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, every time an artist is starting to pop off in Dallas, they get murdered quickly.
Do you ever fear that? The bigger that you get?
No, not really. It's just obviously the people you surround yourself, like, no disrespect on, like, the people who have passed away, you know what I'm saying? Like, my heart goes out to them and their families, but, like, people don't just, I mean, hey, that's happened before too. You don't just say people don't get walked up on. You might be at the wrong place at the wrong time, but I feel like there's a past between people. You know, like, I didn't know that Young Dolph had, like, supposedly been shot already multiple times. And he had been getting shot after. So I'm like, man, like, I wish he had some people with him, you know what I'm saying? Or like an armored something, like security guard outside. But I'm not fearful of that because, you know, I keep myself in a good place, you know.
You stay away from, like, the features that are being, you know, not only being funded by illegal shit, but, like, why do you want to be associated?
Let's say I'm fucking do a feature with some dude who's got hella beef with people, and let's say I'm at a show, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be
target now.
I'm trying to do music because I enjoy it. And, you know, I don't get me wrong, I know people with that type of lifestyle or have been around it or, like, got that side and they keep it contained, you know what I'm saying? But, like, at the same time, like, yo, man, like, if you ain't good for me, bro, like, I'm not gonna be with you. You know, I'm not gonna kick it with you. You know, I have all my people around me, like, yo, man, if we all gotta eat. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna try to take something off my plate, and then I'm gonna have to get something off someone else's plate. That's not how it's gonna work. We all gotta be able to, so, you know what I'm saying, hold our own. Because that's how people start leeching and start.
Would you ever be strapped up going out and stuff? Or you wouldn't
I
do
have
that
people
type
with
of
me doing that. You know what I'm saying?
People with you?
Yeah, but I told myself, like, this upcoming year for sure, like, I'm gonna get something. But
we talked about this, bro, especially because, like, the bigger we get,
the bigger
and,
the target gets.
The artists too, artists that we bring, especially because it could be where, like, we could bring artists that are either beefing with each other and shit. Yeah. And sometimes they could know where they're coming here the next day and shit. It's like, we got to get strapped over here, bro. Cause,
that's
like,
why I just keep things on my own. Like, I'll make my own plans and I don't tell nobody else usually, unless it's like, you know, unless my family or whatever, like my brothers and stuff. But
yeah, because I've actually not taken interviews because of the artists.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because one of the artists he really wanted to get on here, and rest in peace to him, but you know, he got shot up. Yeah, and I'm like, bro, at times, just even you associating with that person, they're like, oh, that's who you fuck with, alright, bro.
Yeah, and he one time he brought an artist, and then I went outside too, and then it was fucking hilarious because. I go outside and then I see these two dudes like looking in through the Tahoe's window, and I was like, there wasn't that many cars out at that time because it was in the afternoon, and I was like, this is definitely the artist that he's interviewing right now, his car. So I was like, but let me stay here in my Jeep, and then let me see what they're doing, because one of them was wearing like what's it called?
They had the mask.
They had the mask on and shit. And like you couldn't see what the fuck they had on because like they either like they could be strapped up and you can't see it.
Bro, he hit me up after he was already gone.
I was gone. Nah, but hold up.
He said let me stay here.
Nah. Bro, his girl was bitching at me because like, man, you left my boyfriend there like alone and shit. I was like, nah, you got it wrong. I left to my house to go get my strap because I was like, but what the fuck am I gonna do without a strap? Like I'm gonna get shot too. Like what's the point?
FaceTime me, and he's like, "Hey, bro, there's people outside." I was like, "Where you at, bro?"
I'm home playing now, bro. Nah. Actually,
No, but he told me, and then
no, they left. Like I waited for them to leave, and then they left because they looked at me, and then they saw because they tried to get in the building, and then they couldn't get in. They couldn't get in, and then I was like, "Bro, these dudes are on something else." So I just stayed in my car. And then I just they pretty much locked eyes with me, and then they're like, I guess they thought I was like it's somebody that either worked here or shit. And then they're just like,
dip
no,
out.
let's just
Head
dip.
out,
Let's just
yeah.
dip. And then that's when I called them. I was like, and then I came back to make another round to see if they came back or stuff, but they didn't come back. So I was like, all right, bet.
But it was just a big miscommunication.
It was a miscommunication because it was their friends, artist friends.
The
It was
artists, friends, or
Homies,
people
just watching, waiting.
Yeah, just
And I was like, bro, but you never know. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and
Shit,
especially
I
because the
thought
artists
the same thing you thought.
especially the artist that came here, he already is like popping off and stuff. So it's like, you never know, bro. So it's like, that's why I told him. I was like, that time I told him, I'm glad I already got, because I had barely got on my strap like a week before.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you gotta have one at the office because you never know. And like Charlemagne always says, better get caught up with it than without it.
Yeah,
Bro.
than without it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's just bro. Like we all trying to make it, bro. Like I don't understand why
And
people
that's
do
what I
that.
mean. You gotta surround yourself with the right people. If you surround
Yeah.
yourself with the right people, a strap may not be that necessary, but of course you still want to have it just in case.
Yeah.
Even if you get
Yeah.
surrounded with the
Yeah,
right people,
with
the way
just
the world is going, bro,
Yeah,
is
bro,
like,
people just don't give a fuck. They don't
Yeah,
care
But
who
like
you
you
are.
said, it could be wrong.
Wrong place,
place.
wrong
100% you should get strapped regardless. But keyword, surround yourself with the right people because if you're surrounding yourself with the people that, are actually taking shit seriously, a lot of good things can happen out of that shit. Like right now, for example, we're taking this shit seriously. You're already taking a lot of things seriously, but the fact that you have to now take another thing seriously, that's just because you're a crazy ass motherfucker. So at this point, like you really want to bring other people around that also circle, and we just got to build that community up here in Dallas. We just got to keep it going.
you look like a fancy ass FBI agent right now.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like if we wear straps, you have to wear with the holster.
The holster. Hey, I might not have.
Oh, the one like the detective, like the OG detective.
Hey, I'm still packing. I don't have a strap. I'm still packing.
There we go.
Still packing. Nah, but for real, like for real. And that's the cool thing about Dallas.
Fuckboy comments. Fucking comments.
Yeah, all right. Nah, but that's the cool
The
thing.
hair, bro. It's the hair.
Yeah, I brought them hoes back, bro. I already told you guys. My girlfriend, whenever I met her,
you met when you had the curls.
right, bro, straight up that very same date,
perm.
the first date, I took my girlfriend out. I said, you know what? She likes me. I'm gonna take off these curls. I fucking shaved that shit off.
Surprise!
Right, like on the
You're like the girls that wear a lot of makeup in the first day, and you got to take them to the pool.
Bro.
In the morning, you wake up like, God damn,
the fuck?
Nah, bro. I wear nothing but hats for like a cool 9 months. And like last weekend, I said, you know what? Let me bring these bad boys back out.
They're out, bro.
Yeah, the
They're
fuck
and
boys
popping.
out. And like next thing you know, like she sees me, and then she's all like, damn. You look like the first day. Like you look exactly how I met
She
you.
falling in love all over again with you.
You know what's
bro.
crazy? Now
That's
that I think
smart.
about it, one time I had this girl that I was dating, and I didn't wear glasses the first date.
Yeah.
And well, I would always wear glasses, but she never every time I would see her, it would be out. So like when I go out to the club, I don't wear glasses. I wear contacts.
Yeah.
And every time I would go out with her, like I would be wearing glasses like normal, like a normal date and shit. Because I was
Yeah.
like, I don't fucking wear contacts. I hate contacts.
For real.
And then I remember I was on a date with her one time. I wanted to take her out to eat. This was like 3 weeks in, like going out with her and shit. She's like, "Do you always wear your glasses? Because like I like you better without glasses." I was like, "Bitch, what you mean? Because like you look better without glasses." I was like, "Man, fuck you." I dropped her, bro. I was
blind,
like,
bro.
I ain't finna be wearing no glasses because of you. Like I fucking hate
I feel
contacts.
like that's the craziest thing I've done. Literally straight up. Like
What?
play my cards right. Like if you gonna like me, you gonna like me being ugly,
Yeah.
bitch.
Nah, I dropped her, bro. I was like, I ain't trying to deal with that shit, bro. Like,
That's
yeah,
funny
that's
as shit. So,
Nah.
like, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
I'm gonna wear my glasses, bro.
Nah, I guess we're both different. We have different vibes.
Nah,
Nah,
but yeah.
I'm a Taurus, bro. That's why.
I'm a Cancer, bro. But here's the thing, though. Guys, Cancer
I don't
guys.
even know what that means, bro. I always be saying that shit with girls that like, I'm a Taurus, that's why. And they're like, oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know what that means.
I'm not into horoscopes, but I still remember the one day, bro. We pulled up to a party, bro, and like there was this bitch, bro. Like straight up, like I say it like that because like that girl was mean, bro. Like she would talk to you, and then she would be like, "Oh, so that's why, okay." Like type of like attitude, like
Stuck up.
yeah, bro,
Standoffish.
straight up, and like,
Boy.
but like whenever the girl talked to Caesar, she was very intrigued. She was all like, "Damn, that's what I would have had said too." Type of shit. Like she was like very confused. Like, "Damn, you're a Taurus too?" And then she was all like, "Yeah." Like, I mean, you guys were like literally connecting because you two were Tauruses.
Yeah, I think they ended up bringing up the conversation about horoscopes, and they're like, we fucking knew that we're Tauruses. We're like, what the fuck? And we're like literally like, it's like
straight up the same,
But
bro.
I say sometimes the things in common is good, but sometimes a little too much is like, it's almost like boring because you want to have something new and interesting. You know what I'm saying? Bro. That's why I do feel like having some things in common is dope, and then some things I'm like,
would
man,
you be able to
different.
date a musician, a rapper? Like, obviously a female, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking like, rapper chick. I don't know. It would just depend.
like a singer.
You know, I could probably, but like whenever I first started doing music, like there's some chick that would get all jealous about the shit, and I'm like, yo, man, like when I'm in these scenes, like it's just acting. Sometimes some of this shit's like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm real respectful
just for the camera, baby.
You know what I'm saying, like, but some people think they can take
right?
it, but I'm like, yo, whenever this shit's going on for real, when I say a certain lyric, you gonna feel some type of way, or you gonna like, I'm not talking. This shit didn't happen yesterday, but it did happen before. Like, looks like I messed around with somebody or did this shit. Like, don't mean I'm thinking about it right now. Like, but that's the thing that it's difficult for some females before we even get started. Because I had that where I was starting to talk to somebody and they said, oh yeah, I can do it. And nope, fuck no. Fucking kick the fuck out. Nope. Yeah. Like that shit I was done with this shit because I don't do the check up on me. I don't do the fucking keeping tabs bullshit. For real. You know what I'm saying? You either got trust issues or you fucking, I don't know. But I ain't that motherfucker that did that shit to you. And that goes for everybody. Like really, like you shouldn't be putting up with that shit. So, for real. I mean, and then on top of that, I'm in boxing too. Being a pro fighter, I get attention. You get DMs. You get all that shit. Now if you entertain it, that's another story. If I'm there like going back and forth, all right, like, if I'm just being cordial.
KD,
right,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna, you gotta understand my shit first in the get-go. Can you take it? Be honest with yourself. No? Cool. Like, thanks for being honest.
Do you bring that shit in the first date or?
Not first date. I let it ride out first. I let it simmer.
I really time to bring it in the second day, bro.
Like, look, bitch.
I be bringing it up in the second day. It's like, look, I gotta do what I gotta do, baby.
Yeah. So I mean, I let it be known. Like I just let it be known, and honestly, like we know how people say, "Oh, you a rapper?" I hate that term. I hate
you're an
rapper.
Artist.
I'm an artist. I don't like it because I've gone through different lanes or different sides of music, but I like to see it as artists because everyone has a certain perception of a rapper. And one thinks of like, drugs, being strapped up. I got like Cuban links and, blah, I'm sagging and yada, yada, yada. It's all that
you
shit,
wouldn't be Lil Rincon?
Fuck no.
Lil Rincon. Lil Rincon.
So like, have you seen like the first Post Malone Charlemagne interview?
Oh, whenever he was there,
shitting on him,
bro, he was just fucking coming out. I'm like, damn, I didn't like Charlemagne the God back then, bro. He's kind of chilled out a bit.
He said it though too in an interview where it's like, I had to be a person that God views. Like now I don't really care because like everybody knows me. Now he's more chill.
Extreme with that shit.
He had to be extreme with that
but
shit.
He used to be like a little too much. I'm like, man, you disrespect me like that, I probably would slap the shit out of him right there and then, bro. Like,
he would be like,
Post Malone was cool as fuck in that interview, bro.
Because Post Malone's so chilling, but it's like he was kind of like being an. I would have not. I probably would have been like, yo, man, like, what are you trying to get at, bro? Like, I get we're on a show here and you're doing this shit, but what the fuck you trying to do? Right? Because that's how I fuck with y'all. Because like this is genuine and shit. Like we get conversation. It's easy to talk
with
about.
The camera on, with the camera off, bro. For real.
But I feel like people know who to test and who not to, you know?
Yeah.
Because like you said, if you were there and he was telling you all this shit, I guarantee you he would have got the vibe like, all right, he's not with the games, let me just chill out. Because I feel like that's just in life. Because I was talking about this with my siblings, how like there's certain kids, like they'll bully certain kids because they know that they won't do anything.
So we target.
Then, you know, they try.
It's like the fucking the herd and shit. You want to get the fucking weak ass one in the back, right? Because it's easy, but you want to leave the lead of the pack, right? Because that motherfucker's a strong one.
Exactly.
Like, so, but yeah, man. Like with this whole music shit though, it's crazy where music's at now, bro. Like, with even like with Latino music and stuff like that.
Oh man, it's growing.
It's going crazy and through every every different areas of that shit. Like, the UK rap was coming out pretty hard at one point. I don't really pay attention to it. When Drake put that one dude on.
Yeah, Drake tried to put the UK into the American team, but it didn't really work, to be honest.
Like some people fuck with it.
They talk so fast, that's why.
Yeah. I don't really understand half of the stuff they be saying, bro.
The accent's so strong sometimes. And it's kind of annoying. Like, bro, like, it's just at that point, it's kind of like, all right, bro, But yeah, man, this music shit is going crazy right now.
So how would you describe your genre then?
I mean, I do again. Like I wouldn't even like put it under one lane. Like I do R&B. I do a little bit of like hip hop. I do like some hard rap. Like there's 2 songs on here, two tracks on here that are like hard rap. Like I'm rapping, you know. And there's a couple party songs. Like it's just everywhere, bro. Yeah. But like I'll tell you right now, I have probably like 3 favorites on this album. Is Unstable. This last one's called Peace of Mind Outro. And I'll give y'all this is gonna be dope, bro. Like the last song I have, and I'm excited about this one. Cause it's y'all have heard what was it? The Chicago Freestyle? Is it When to Say When? Is that what that was called, right?
With the Drake?
Right. So he has a music video where it's 2 songs put together, but they're actually separate songs, but he makes a video for both. Like my last track is an outro. So I did an intro when I was making my album. I was like, man, I kind of want to do an outro too. And so I started doing the outro, and I did. One half of the song is a certain beat, and halfway through it just completely changes. Oh, shit. And my engineer did a badass job of meshing it, doing something to kind of like make it blend. And so it blends into something else. So it's one part's a certain vibe, it kind of is a little bit of second vibe, but it's just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just talk about whatever, and the second one gets like deep.
Hey, that gives me some J. Cole vibes.
Yeah,
them
bro.
Outros are beautiful, bro, for real.
And I'll go in there and shit, like I'll rap but with a melody, or just kind of speak a little bit more, like light rap, but then some I'll go in there and rap. It's like almost like I'm talking to the mic or talking to whatever I'm talking about, but sometimes I'll go in there and like sing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hell yeah, bro.
I think the best ones at doing that switch it off beat is I would say Drake but J. Cole doesn't really do that, change the beat halfway through the song. I think only Drake always does that, and Frank Ocean always does that shit.
Frank Ocean, yeah.
Frank Ocean, his music
changes the beat.
Like, I tell people sometimes, because they'll look at my phone, I'm like, man, you got all the different kinds of music. There's just one lyric I say in one of my songs is like, because I grew up listening to rock music. Like I said, I wasn't able to listen to hip hop, and my dad put us on Kiss, the rock band. Like that was our number one. We're hardcore rock fans or Kiss fans, and we listen to everything. And like Rod Wave, like he was on the interviews, he's like singing Adele, like he listens to Adele. Supposedly I heard someone tell me that, I don't listen to Kevin Gates, but someone had told me that Kevin Gates likes Taylor Swift, or he'll listen to Taylor Swift. So he had some of these artists. That's what I heard. Someone had told me. I don't know if that's true. That shit.
I mean, 21 said he doesn't really listen to like rap whenever he just be listening. It's just like R&B or like, super like.
He'd be listening to
something
Beethoven.
Different.
Yeah.
Country. I was into country, classic rock, R&B. Shit like that, bro. Yeah, I like her. Yeah.
He's dropping an album too.
Yeah, Brent Fires is hard. I like, my favorite song by him is Gang Over Love.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, dog, like I listen to whatever. Like you can go through my phone and be like, what the fuck? Like, Hell yeah. That's what I like about music, because you gotta have an ear for everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why I can be in different lanes, because I grew up listening to like 80s rock, classic rock, alternative rock, Mexican music, Latino stuff.
Oh yeah. There's more than just rap. How do you say rap in Spanish, bro? I would always be butchering that shit, bro.
Rap.
Just gotta roll
bro. Yeah, I don't think they
I be catching myself.
Rap is an American genre,
yeah. Right.
And it's brought by Americans, so they pretty much in Mexico it's brought up as rap too.
And I was trying to like translate that shit, and next thing you know, I catch myself saying rape in Spanish.
Bro, rape in Spanish is not.
No, because
escucha
estaba rapeando. Who you were raping? What you mean?
Exactly, you want me to listen to a rape?
Bro, for real, bro.
Oh, shit.
I've been butchering that shit all the time, bro. Like, hey, you listen to this new...
I fuck with like Mexican rappers. Cartel de Santa is one of my favorite, bro. Cartel de Santa, that shit go hard.
I haven't even like thought about even going to that side. I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, Cartel de Santa.
It's growing fast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you heard some of their music. Like, they're some of their songs, they're like pop. Like, you've definitely heard it either through Twitter, through Instagram. Maybe. That you don't know, but then when you listen to it, oh shit, because that's how I was. I was like, I don't even know who they are. But then my cousin put some of his songs. Like, oh shit, I've heard of this before. Like I've heard their song before. But
I've never heard of them, bro.
Cartel de Santa?
Nah,
I never heard of them. But
yeah, they're pretty famous in Mexico.
In Mexico, you see, we're in the United States, bro.
No, but in the United States, like we're Hispanic, so obviously we're gonna hear
sorry,
some.
muchacho.
We're in the
US. FBI agent out here, bro.
Nah, that's what's up though, because I have a big collection for music. I can't stand just listening to one thing at the same time, bro. If you listen to any of my songs, bro, like
you listen to more white people music. music.
Nah, bro.
Well, what artists don't you like? Like people, name 2 artists you really don't like.
One artist that I really, 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 really despise, bro. Bro.
God damn. Who? Gotta get real in this motherfucker.
Nah, you know who it really is, bro? Polo G. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah.
Damn.
Bring this rap.
I am out of here.
Nah, I really don't hate, like, because that's the thing. Like, I'm so ignorant that, like, maybe I don't like it, but I won't hate it. So, like, I'll accept it. And then if I really, really, really don't enjoy it, but I'll just, like, move along or,
Some
like,
people
keep
like
it
already
going.
go in there with like, man, I'm not gonna like this shit. They don't even give it a chance.
Yeah, so one artist like that I would always say they're trash. It was what's his name? Fucking NBA Youngboy. I would always only because I would fall into the Twitter
internet.
trashing him and shit, and I never gave him a chance. I would be like, yeah, he's trash. But then you know what made me like him? I think it was the feature song he had with fucking Off Future Wolfgang, Tyler the Creator.
Oh, okay.
That's funny you say that because I do not fuck with any of his music, bro. Tyler at all.
It's gotta be a
He's
certain
funny,
type.
bro. He's a funny motherfucker. He's crazy, but his music's.
I don't fuck with his
music.
music.
Doesn't
hard,
resonate.
bro.
Delivery. It's just I just don't like. It's almost like, is this a prank right now? Are you really in this motherfucker? Like, him, man. I probably can't like. I know Chance the Rapper's he's a good artist.
I like the old Chance Rapper. I don't like the new
his voice
Chance.
is annoying to me.
Okay.
His voice is kind of annoying. It's like weird. I don't know. It's
Nah,
but it doesn't mean he sucks. Like I'm not gonna say, man, this guy's garbage. It's just not my lane.
How you gonna write a song over your ex? Cocoa Butter. No, what's that song that he wrote with his about his ex?
That's my favorite song.
No.
That I would listen with my ex, bro.
That's the old Chance.
He wrote
You're confusing that,
with Bryson, whatever his name was, the fat motherfucker. He wrote the song with him, and then it was just about his ex.
Bryce.
What album was this?
I forget, bro. It was like that fat ass motherfucker, bro.
Byron.
Or whatever his name was.
Byron.
Point is that he made a song about his ex.
So I don't like the old.
You don't like songs about exes or what?
No, here's the thing. He went back. He went back to the ex though. Like you literally did a whole ass song. Yeah, exactly, married and shit. Like, come on, bro. You literally said, "I hope your titties sag when they're."
So that's what he's talking about. Like, I hope your zipper.
You got a paper cut in your tongue.
And that's just clever, bro.
Wait,
I fuck with that song.
That was a great song.
Because that's a creative way of like, we think those are the things we all like. They're little problems, but we're like, fuck, those are annoying as shit.
Right.
It's called Baby Blue. It's like, I hope you always work on a Friday. That's always busy on Fridays.
Bro, my homeboy put me on that back in the day, bro. This is probably like summer going into 2013 or 2014.
No, SoundCloud Chance the Rapper was actually good. When he's just rapping, when he's not like singing all that shit.
Yeah.
He's a good rapper. Then it comes a new Chance the Rapper where he became pretty much like, what's it called? Mainstream, and that is like, it's.
Hey, y'all seen the meme?
Trash.
That's what I'm about the weekend.
I'm a big Chance the Rapper, bro.
Hey, y'all seen the meme where they were all like, "Hey, give him some drugs."
Yeah, that's what. Bro, I retweeted the shit out of that tweet, bro. I was like, give Chance the Rapper some drugs.
Like man, let this motherfucker be heartbroken again. Whenever he came out with My Dear Melancholy, he was all talking about Selena Gomez and shit. So it was like, man, that. Everyone was like, fuck yeah, this bitch heard that motherfucker. Yeah, we got some good music coming, you know?
Right.
But the Weeknd is like that. Like the type of music he makes, he has to be hurt. He has for him to make great music.
See, I'll tell you that, bro.
And
like,
sadly, that's how many artists are, bro. Like, look at Drake. Like the lifestyle he's lived. Like the only great songs is when he's living that lifestyle. If Drake gets to that fucking like, he finally gets a wife, he gets kids, family. He ain't gonna be good anymore, bro. What the fuck is he gonna be talking about?
He's gonna be retired, bro.
Only when they get in fights. It's
crazy
because man was a studio talk about this shit.
Right.
There's been what's his name? Who was talking about this? Academics. He was talking about how like there's some labels that they'll take all these drugs and stuff to the artists, to their studio and stuff. Cause like, bro, they gotta be like drugged out to make some good ass music.
That's crazy, bro. That's
and
coked out and shit.
What's his name? One of the artists' mom was suing them. Because they found out.
Yeah.
Well, shit, we talk about fucking Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. I was like, hey, the memes going around about how they had to be on coke to make that last album they did. And I was like, bro, you might be right, bro, because that whole album is fire.
I didn't even listen, bro.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Shit,
that shit's fire, bro.
But people are fucking with that shit, though, because it's like, Bruno Mars is an amazing artist, bro. I like his music a lot, bro.
The combination between them two, bro.
People get it twisted with like, if someone says, like, this guy is a better artist than this guy, but this guy might be a better rapper, you know? But damn, I was gonna say, but yeah, bro, like fucking that whole lane of like being an artist and a rapper is just so different, or being, you know, just kind of good in this one pocket of music. Like it's people kind of get, and it's hard to find someone that can do it well rounded, because like you said, when people start going like real mainstream, like it just, some people just lose their edge. Like again, like I said, Lil Wayne, old Wayne was dope. But now it's like, what can we talk about now? He ain't back. He's ain't in the trapper. You know, you almost kind of, all right, bro. At this point, I'm like empty on material when it comes to the back end.
Yeah, the hunger kind of just.
That's why it's hard for him to make new music. I mean, he hardly makes.
That's like that. At least that's like that. He could probably make new music, but is it gonna be popping? Is it gonna be, you know?
And that's the thing. I still remember just literally before he even dropped Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. I still remember literally me and my girls saying like, "Yo, what happened to Bruno?" Like, cause like
really,
I think Happy came out or whatever. I forget what song came out.
But Happy, that's for real.
Or whatever.
You talking about because Happy?
Well, maybe not that one. It's some other song that was like basic and mainstream as shit, and like
you know, you're talking about 24K.
Probably 24K or Please Me.
Bro, Bruno Mars is popping almost like every 2-3 years.
Right, that's what I mean. For a bit,
and then he
pops off, bro.
And he comes back with some fire.
See, Bruno Mars can touch so many like so many shit. Like there's all these different areas of people, because people like that shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Like that's some shit he can play at the store. You know what I'm saying? He can play at the store. He can play at the fucking at a party.
He makes a lot of fucking like radio music.
Yeah,
bro.
radio hits, bro.
Exactly.
And that's a good lane to be in. Like, you know that show on Netflix that they did with like artists and whatnot? It was like Cardi B was on there, Chance the Rapper, T.I. Like Cardi was thinking, like she was thinking money, like money signs. She was like, yeah, that's good. You can rap, or your energy was good, but can you make a song? Can you make a song? That's where the money's at, you know? Because you know, all these underground rap. Now, underground rappers, if you get the good attention, you still. You're
talking about the one where like the rap against each other and all that shit, right?
Kind of, yeah. Like you have, I think certain people start selecting people and they want to kind of like, I won't say mentor them. I don't know. I didn't really watch the show all the way through, but I know there's one dude making it out.
Watch the way through the artist that won the show, bro.
I heard about him, that black dude who with the spoke Spanish.
Yeah, bro.
I tried to listen to some songs.
Just go to YouTube and watch his last performance, like the last song he did, bro. That shit was so fucking fire. It reminds you of Kendrick off the bat.
Oh, for real?
But
that's what people were making some relations with him.
But in his own like version,
in his own style.
In his own style.
Yeah. Never watched the show.
But that shit's fire, bro. Watch that one. D-Smoke. Man, I wish we could have connected here, but later on, it's because we're trying to have this TV connect to his laptop.
But we just need a long ass cord, bro. That thong. I mean, that.
What's your mind on, bro? Hey, your girl ain't gonna be happy with this shit.
No, it's not. We're gonna keep that in. Bro, that's what I mean, bro. Look
that's even more dude. That's a dude, bro. That's a dude, bro. What you talking about? This shit is getting worse, bro. I wish the camera was on. Is the camera on that shit?
Yeah, I think we got the GoPro.
Oh my god, this shit's gonna be hilarious, bro.
That's hilarious. You better keep this.
That's a dude, bro. This a prank y'all put like that one dude. That's funny.
Let's go back at that. So you were thinking that guy was wearing a thong?
No, I said that thing.
Bro, y'all gonna have to like slow-mo that shit when he does that.
That thing, bro. Hey, good thing we don't have that HDMI though, because they can't see shit now. But the point is that, bro. While we were talking,
the point is be yourself.
Just be yourself. Be yourself, huh? Yeah, bro. Nah, but I really do want to ask you one thing before we wrap things up, bro. Like, do you see yourself making that song for the radio? Or do you see yourself like still going through like maybe some underground shit?
I've done some that are like radio style hits. Like Quality was my first song ever. Quality is definitely a radio hit song. Die For Me is another one featuring my boy B.S. DeLucci. He's gonna be on the album too. Die For Me, Heartless featuring my engineer Mercy. I featured him on that song. I actually have a music video to that one.
But we're talking about like it gotta be on Kiss FM.
Yeah,
Kiss FM.
Heartless, Die For Me. Quality. There's a song called It's On Me. That's like a party song. Candy, but Candy's a little bit more obviously if we had to do a radio edit.
Right.
But it's a party song. Like that shit gets it bumping. But like kind of what y'all were saying, I wanted to touch on that though. Like I can do some, but that's the thing. I don't go in there forcing nothing. I'm gonna make a radio hit because I watch Tory Lanez. I watch his Instagram live feed, and he'll go into the studio. I don't know if y'all seen his live, but he'll set the camera up and he's like, all right, we're gonna play some beats. He lets the fans, like, he'll be like, hey, press 1 if you want me to skip, press 2 if you like it. And I'm like, all right, skip, all right. They finally find a beat, name this beat, starts finding names, all right, bet. he goes in the studio, tells people, kind of shows people how he records and gives people kind of advice for people recording. You know, when it should never have almost like it should never be constructed. It should be a format. You know, it should be a vibe. He said music should always be a vibe. That's how you come out with the best songs. So that's kind of how, what's crazy is like, man, that's kind of how I'm recording now, and I didn't know. Yeah. You know, and I would just hum, and most of the times I come up with my songs, bro, I'll be in the car. I'll just be driving, I'll play beats, and I just start humming, and I start coming out with the melody and the words. So find the melody first, then words, blueprint. That the hook for me is the blueprint. Now I know what to talk about.
Right.
And if you see me I start going off track, I'm let me get right back. Because what's hard for some people is staying on the topic. You know, some people don't know how to stay on topic sometimes, or even create a story. Like there's a song called sorry, I think I mentioned this last time, but a song called Vegas and All Night. And Vegas, I've been to Vegas before multiple times, but like at least in All Night, I talk about a pastor's daughter being running away, and she's just into the drugs and sex and all that. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know, no one was doing that, but I had to put myself and paint a picture and be creative. Yeah. Some people can't do that. But like on this project, there's a good amount of songs that definitely talks about me, my personal life, but you wouldn't know exactly what. But, you know, I talk about my homie going through withdrawals, and I hated seeing him go through that shit. I had homies, you know what I'm saying, die from, you know, either an overdose or knowing people that died through suicide, people close to me have passed. I have the side of like heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? We all been through that shit. Heartbreak, or even like back then reminiscing about something that can happen, or even, you know, we all have our thoughts where we're like, man, could that have worked with so-and-so? Or could blah, blah. Like I dig out those thoughts and I'm like, all right, let me dig some more out. How about when I was in that moment? How hurt was I? How did I feel? Where would I go? Where did I want to go? Like I'm not the type of dude that goes to the bar and sits down and drinks my pain away. But that's some shit that people do, you know? So for this one, like, I'm like that last song, bro, like that last song and the other songs on the album, at one point in my life, I was really going through that shit. So I was like, man, like, let me really talk about this. And that's why, like, that's when you come up with the best music. Whenever you really, that's why I was saying, like, you're probably giving fucking drugs, like, here, motherfucker, get hurt, feel high, blah, blah, whatever the case is.
Trigger the emotions.
Yeah, because that's when you get it, bro. Like I've only gone to the studio, I've only been to the studio two times, like, and drank at the studio. And I just had like one or two drinks, bro. Right. But it got me like in the mood, ready for like what I'm about to, you know what I'm saying?
But if it's outside the studio though, that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, we had plenty of drinks out there.
I never drinking to get my mood to right. I'm in the studio because I mean we're in there for a while and like, let's kick it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we're all chilling, let's have a drink, whatever. Yeah. Like it's not to be like I'm gonna drink because I want to fucking, you know, feel this shit. You know, like I'm never the type of person to do that. That's smart though,
because if not, your body's gonna be dependent on it.
You almost reliant. That's why I'm like, man, that's sad that these people need that shit. Yeah. Like that's not me personally. I don't feel like a true artist does that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or shouldn't. You know, because then like you said, at that point, I can only make good music, but give me Xans, give me blah, 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 blah. Like, that shouldn't be happening, you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But yeah, man, I'm really excited for this project, bro. Like, put a lot of time and effort into this shit. I'm real proud of it, bro, because it's, like, my boys that seen me, shout out to my boy T, my engineer Mercy. Trilico Studios is a studio I go record at. Even shout out to Sleazy had times he had recorded, Cole. But my main homies the main people that are really a part of this project has to be T, my boy Faraz, Mercy, my engineer, and obviously Markio for being on the project too. Cause man, I put so much time into this shit. It's crazy. It's a big part of my schedule, and I enjoy it, bro. It's therapeutic as fuck. Like I love making music, bro, and can't wait for my next show. Like obviously with boxing and stuff like that, I'm thinking about maybe after my next fight, like literally running my own show.
When is your next fight?
January 22nd is probably gonna be it should be my next fight date. But
where are you gonna fight?
Probably here at Cali. I don't know exactly yet. But
shit, let us know because I'm trying to pull up, bro.
We would pull up for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, like that's helping me. Like after that, I kind of want to do my own, like where I do my own show. Yeah, just like my 2 or 3 of my homies that perform with, do it at a dope spot. Nothing too crazy, but a nice area too. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like make it happen because, you know, that's even almost kind of like something under me. I ran my own show and I thought about it for a while, but like, I'm not gonna rush, let the time come right. And then now after this, I'm gonna have hella music to pick from. Yeah. You can still perform unreleased shit, but you know, it hits better whenever you have people in the audience that know
They
your
know.
shit.
Yeah, man.
You know?
It's there for the taking. We just gotta go out there and do it.
Yeah, bro.
For sure. Straight up.
I'm excited, bro. It's just dope, man.
Nah,
Work my ass off.
congrats, man. I wish you the best. I hope.
Before we go though, I want to ask you, bro, what you think of the fight though?
I was hoping we'd talk about this. Bro. That shit was it was entertaining as fuck.
It was a good fight.
You think it was correct the decision?
Yeah.
Which fight though?
Teofimo and Cambosos. Man, I hate to say it, bro, but like, well, Teo, he went in there. Okay, if y'all have people who keep up with boxing, there's this fight. If you haven't seen this, look up Timothy Bradley versus Provodnikov. So if you look at Bradley versus Prod, you'll see it, bro. And it's this Russian guy. So Bradley just beat Manny Pacquiao. And after he beat Manny Pacquiao, he was getting all these people like, because to me, shit, they robbed that fight. Like Manny won that fight.
Dang.
And so whenever they gave him the fight, people were sending him death threats, all this kinds of shit. And like Bradley was going through some crazy like mental shit at that time. So whenever he fought Provodnikov, that was the first fight after that fight. And he went in there like trying to like going toe to toe with this guy. And he was just trying to prove a point. Like he was leading with his emotions rather than with his head. And like this other dude, like that's his game plan. Do not fuck with this motherfucker in the toe to toe. And bro, like after that fight, I don't know how Bradley won that fight, but he did. And bro, like this dude right here, like his speech was fucked up. His speech was slurred for like a couple months.
Oh shit.
He was peeing blood for a bit. Like was peeing like
You're talking about Bradley?
Timothy Bradley. And he took a beating, bro. Took a fucking terrible beating. And he went in with his emotions but he won. Teofimo came out the exact same way this fight. He came in first round trying to knock him out, and he was leading with his emotions. And I was watching the fight, and I was like, yo, this dude's he's going to get caught. I was calling it. He's going to get caught trying to knock him out. What happened? Overhand right. And Cambosos, because the punches that hurt the most are the ones you don't see coming. He didn't see that shit because he was coming in. He brought it over the top, hit him right on the money, around the temple. Shook his equilibrium. Man, he wasn't hurt that bad. I'll give him props for getting up the way he did. But ever since that round, bro, that changed up the fight. And on top of that, like he was in the corner lost. And then his dad, bro, they're both being in denial saying they won. He said he won every round, 10 rounds.
They were wild.
And then he was like,
honestly, I honestly personally thought he was going to knock him out. Well, once he knocked him out in round 10.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he's going to come around 11 and keep going the same way.
Because he's a strong finisher, bro. When he hurts people, he'll come in and finish.
But then Cambosos came in 11 and 12 rounds, still fighting. I was like, oh shit, never mind. Cambosos going to win this shit, bro.
He lost. Not like all props to Cambosos, not taking any of his credit. But I do feel like Teo could have won that fight. He lost that fight to himself, but he drops a lot of weight, bro, to make that weight. And so that plays a toll. And on top of that, bro, like his dad was just saying, "Why haven't you knocked him out?" Like, what kind of instructions are those, bro? You need specifics, bro.
Strategy.
So he was being very in denial. Even on an interview after the fight, man, he was like, "It's a bullshit decision." The fans were booing. You know, after the fight, no, they were booing Teo because Teo was being disrespectful. Like, take the L, like you're supposed to take the L, you know? And Cambosos was even offering him a rematch. So like, bro, just shut up and take it. Like, you know, but man, that's the part that I'm like, man, bro, like people could have probably really respected you still. But, you know, but I heard like before the fight, I didn't know he was going through all that shit before the fight. You could tell he was going through shit. Like in the corner, bro, he was lost. Like you could see it in his eyes, bro. You could see it in his eyes and his face. And they said like, I think he only had like 20,000 to his name before this fight. And I'm like, yo, what? Like, I'm the type of person that likes to care my money, bro. Like, so I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how do you only have 20,000 and you're, you know what I'm saying? You have all the belts and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? That blew my mind. But, you know, we all don't know what he's going through. You know, him and his dad have this relationship that who knows? Maybe his dad takes hella bread or, you know, he's probably got a lot of people he's supporting and, you know, he might be a giver. No one knows. But
honestly, to me, like his dad seems like the bad version of LeVar Ball, bro. Like, like the dad's there a lot, but it's not there for a good reason. It's there for
it sucks to see, bro, because that can weigh you down so bad, bro. So I hope, man, like I hope they have they can keep a clean relationship, but he takes him out of it, like, bro, because that can really ruin your career. Your own blood, bro. Your own father can ruin your career, and that would be sad to see. You know what I'm saying? I would recommend him to like, keep him ringside. Yeah.
And that's the one thing that's so hard about it. Like we could say it's so easy to say, but to tell your dad not to do some shit for you, it's like you're telling your idol, the one that you grew up with, like not to be there. It's hard.
Your idol.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you're
somebody look up to at least. You know what I'm saying? Your role model.
Keep in mind, you grew up with your dad, but like it's not like when you're in boxing, I'm pretty sure you can relate to this. Like when your dad, like when you were there with your dad all the fucking time, it's like you pretty much look up to him. He's your role model. At the end
like
of the day.
you want to make him proud. At that point, you want to make him proud, right?
Yeah.
And he was, they've been like that their whole life. But who they really idolized was Mayweather. They're like hardcore Mayweather like fans. And in the interview, he was like, man, now we can't be as good as Mayweather. I'm like, bro, that's the thing about boxing. What sucks, bro. You take an L, people are like, oh, you can't be great anymore. And Floyd fucked that up for boxing, bro, which I don't like. Think Tyson is considered great. He has losses on his record. Muhammad Ali, they said the greatest ever. Losses on his record.
Because they come from adversities, and that's what makes him so great. Like, I think Mayweather, to me, honestly, he never went with that because he always did tactical moves to not make him go through that shit.
Yeah, and he would take fights, whenever the person, I mean, hey, the credit's credit, he did what he did in his career, but if you're pretty fucking ignorant and obnoxious if you were saying that he didn't have a timeline as to when he wanted to fight people.
Oh, yeah.
Smart on his side.
Smart, yeah.
But at the same time,
sure,
it's
that's what I'm saying,
but people don't respect that. But if you're a Mayweather fucking fan, you're fucking, again, like
there's nothing worse than Mayweather fans, bro.
Fucking wrong.
There's nothing wrong.
That's why I don't watch fights, bro. I don't watch fights in public, bro. I don't watch fights in public,
bro.
I can't
Especially like, and even now, like I don't know if you ever seen like comments through Canelo fights. It's always the fucking Mayweather fans, bro.
And what's crazy, the people that hate him the most sometimes are Mexican people, bro. Mexican people fucking hate him, bro.
What are you talking about, Canelo or Mayweather?
Canelo, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro. Like,
he has a lot of Mexican
es maricón, and que es joto and this. I'm like, what has he done to you? First off, like, I'm not saying I hate Mayweather. Like, I say, oh, he's this and that. I just don't like sometimes the way he carries himself. But I don't know him personally, so I can't really say, oh, man, that guy's he's this and that. Well, how do you know that? Well, was he acting like that in camera? Me, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna be myself all the way through. I'm never gonna change for the fucking bright lights. I'm never gonna do that shit. If you like me how you like me, cool. If not, fuck you. At the end of the day, and I'm never the type of person to do that shit.
You think you ever, like, once you like start popping off, like, it's like, how the UFC, it's you got to sell the fight and be a bad guy, or kind of like how Mayweather is, or
I would never sell the fight. I'm just go off of how everything is. If the guy wants to talk shit, all right, I might talk shit too. I might not. Depends on how I feel that day, or like how his energy is. Like, all right, if he crosses the line, bet. But it's not gonna be. At the end of the day, it's not gonna.
Because I want to get in there whenever you're like shuffling with him.
He's not gonna get under my skin.
Nah, I ain't gonna put in the camera. I'm getting up there with you, bro.
Bro, I couldn't be a fighter, bro.
You just see Caesar knockout.
You know how like Canelo, whenever he got a scuffle with Caleb, and then his trainer went up there too and shit. I was like, damn, I want to be like that, bro. Like, what's up? Like,
hey, you calling my mama a bitch, you motherfucker?
That shit was so funny, bro. That shit was crazy. But that fight was, man, I was sick, bro. Because you know how they had the how you do the numbers round 1 through 12, and you play, and you put money in, and whoever gets that round.
Yeah.
Bro, I had round 12, bro, and that shit, he got stopped at 11. I was fucking livid, bro. Cause I never win. I gamble. When I go to casinos, I don't win. Yeah. This time I went yesterday. I went yesterday, and I ended up fucking being all right.
I lost a lot of money, bro. I put round 8 and 9. And then
that was a good round.
And then decision.
Good rounds.
It looked like damn.
So all three I got fucked over,
bro. But nah, man, that fight was crazy entertaining. I remember I was just chilling, and then he gets dropped. Tio got dropped, and I was like, oh shit, bro! I jumped fucking crazy because no one was expecting that shit. I didn't watch Cambo's fight enough. Really, like, people think I watch boxing like all the time, and I don't.
Yo, I know you fight through DAZN, and we can cut this if we can talk about this. Yeah. But do you think the commentators for DAZN are trash?
No, the person that does kind of like sometimes gets on my nerves, and I'm not. You don't have to cut this at all. It can be like Chris Mannix.
Yeah, bro. To me, he gets so fucking.
It's almost like he wants to start shit, and then like, yo, bro. When people are up fight, they gotta understand. When fighters are up there, they want to speak their piece too. Like, let them talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got done fighting, bro. Like, sometimes we think about what we want to say after the fight, bro. Then sometimes they want some shit to say. Like, let them fucking speak. But now, like, I actually really Sergio Mora, like, he shows, not just because he shows me respect or anything like that, but also because he's been a fighter. So I respect his whatever he says, or his, if he has to criticize about anything. Him. Todd Grisham's good too. I kind of like Todd Grisham. But yeah, a lot of people kind of like criticize the zone commentators, but Chris Mannix can be a little bit much,
So some of them, I think some of them are good. It's just I feel like whenever it's a fighter, I respect it because they've been there.
Yeah.
Whenever it's somebody that's never been in the ring, it's
the person
so
that
fucking annoying.
The person that has been in there and I just cannot fucking stand his commentating is Timothy Bradley. He's on top, but he's a Top Rank. He does the ESPN Top Rank. Timothy Bradley's the guy again that he fought Pacquiao. The one I was telling you that he had piss and blood and shit. So I was like, man, like it's because he plays heavy favorites, bro. Heavy fucking favorites. So he'll be fucking just
he's biased
fucking
about
riding
everything.
the fuck out of somebody's tip from the beginning. Like he might miss the jab, but like, oh, beautiful fucking jab. I was like, he missed. What the fuck are you talking about? Like. He's done that he does that from the beginning. So it's like, if you're gonna be a commentator, bro, we're commentators, we're spectators right now.
Have you ever heard of?
Let's not be biased. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever heard of when Stephen A. Smith talks about boxing?
Oh god, he's a dumbass.
Bro,
He's an
we
idiot,
always
bro.
talk about this shit.
He's an
It's so
idiot.
fucking
He's
hilarious.
like, stay in your lane, this type of shit. Like, I get it. People like, because it might bring an attraction to all those viewers who like Stephen A. But nah, he's a terrible.
Like, have you ever heard of the Mexican version of him? Do you watch Mexican boxer commentators?
Not
like
really.
Spanish versions?
Not much.
Like,
no.
I don't know if you know David fight this one. Hey, bro, he talks so much shit of Canelo, bro. To me, he's a Mexican Stephen A. Smith, bro. Like, and Canelo has had interviews with him where, like, to his face, he's like, "Tú fight this one, no sabes de boxeo, mejor cállate." And bro, ever since that happened, because it was like after he had gotten the second triple, Canelo told the guy to his face,
shit.
and then. Because he's the type of guy that talks shit about Canelo every single time. And whenever he was in an interview with him, he was like, "No te pido disculpas." Like I was apologizing for everything he said pretty much.
To Canelo.
To Canelo. But then literally, like, after the fights, like, after Canelo, I think he beat, who the fuck was it? It was the first, Callum Smith. He's the type of guy that keeps begging for that Triple G fight.
Bro, at this point, it's like, why, man? Like, Triple G's not there anymore. That's it, bro. I was like, I gotta just bury this shit. Like, they're like, oh, you think people are like, you think he'll fight Mayweather? I'm like, no.
There's some people that said that before.
God, I'm like,
even Triple G, like the last fight he had is like you couldn't really see him. Like,
I mean, he has a fight coming up. I forgot who he's fighting though. So I'm actually excited to see him back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
you
bro.
think Canelo would definitely knock him out this time?
Triple G.
I think at least outbox him.
I think he would do better than his last two performances. Yeah. I don't know if he'll stop him though. Triple G's, you know,
fuck, his chin is so hard
because they both cut each other with some good ass shots.
And the only reason I brought up the zone one is because I was watching the second fight again, the whole fight, and then I was like, man, this commentating was so trash. The second Triple G Canelo fight.
Oh yeah, I need to go back and watch
because like the commentators, like they would, like, he would throw a jab or he would throw something, but like they wouldn't know how to, like, you know how commentators be like, oh, that was a great jab. Like the commentator would in his head be like up, like he would like get stuck and like he didn't know what to say. It's like, damn, this commentator is really trash. Like you don't really you don't really realize it until you're watching it and listening. You're like, damn, bro, even I know that was a fucking great ass jab, but like he couldn't say it during the. I guess because it was such a big fight that they were like.
I think because that's the thing that's something that I'm like, man, if I commentated, like I would have to really just kind of pay attention to the fact, like, oh, okay, you don't want to be overly vocal because that can be annoying. Yeah, kind of let the people kind of enjoy the fight a bit and then kind of talk. You know, it's kind of like a referee, right? The fuck ref that's always in the action and shit. You don't even want the referee to exist. Yeah. You know, let them fight out of it, and the clinch, let them fight out of it. All right, y'all ain't fighting out of it. All right, break. That's it. Let it be.
It's honestly hard to it, to be honest.
You know, so it's like you also have to make sure you don't get locked in the fight. Like you're so like you don't say a fucking word because you're so locked in. You know, but that's another thing you gotta kind of have to like know how to separate.
I would love to hear Joe Rogan commentate a boxing fight, bro. Joe Rogan. Boxing fight.
Joe Rogan. Oh my god.
Boxing fight.
Oh my god. Yeah, he fucking screams like a crazy. There's I really like the commentator for Showtime. Fuck man, I don't know his name, but this motherfucker he has the voice for fucking commentating, bro.
I like Pete. Shit. I like Pete as a commentator.
Who?
Pete,
who's that?
Davidson.
Oh god.
Oh, whenever he did that little. I like Oscar La Hoya as a commentator.
Oh, he was fucked up, I think.
Yeah, he was so fucked up.
I think everybody knows, bro.
Yeah, everybody knows he was fucked up, bro.
He was wild boy. Bro, they was smoking literally while it was getting fucking recorded.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow, bro.
But yeah, even too. Have you ever had that? Have you ever seen the video of that ref that really gets into the fight? You know what I'm talking about? The black ref?
I think it's either Kenny. I think it's
I don't even know his
Kenny
name.
Bayless or something like that.
I think it's Kenny
Bayless, and that dude's like,
is he still ref?
fucking yeah.
Is he still
I think
ref?
so.
Yeah,
He's always in the big fights.
Yeah, big
too.
fights. But I think it's him. I want to say it's him. But bro, he be fucking like he calls. That's why Mayweather when he fought Maidana the second time, he asked him to come by the second time because Tony Weeks was the first referee, and Tony Weeks lets you fight out of it. And as soon as Mayweather gets, as soon as there's any close contact, break. So Mayweather got him as a ref. So like,
Damn,
like come on,
sense.
bro. Like he's I can't stand that.
Because Maidana, I remember that fight. The first fight Maidana was getting him with the.
Bro, I thought it was at least a draw for sure.
Yeah, for sure. The first
because there's
fight,
only two people Mayweather's given rematches to, and has been Maidana and Jose Luis Castillo. And both those first fights, bro,
it was.
I believe the other motherfuckers won by a round or two. Jose Luis Castillo was more of a convincing win. I think Maidana definitely won that fight. A draw at least.
It was always those over fucking
like
hugs.
Round, either one round or the other. Yeah, fucking crazy overhands. One round or the other, cool. But one judge, I think, had it like really wide. But those are the only two people he's given rematches to. So come on, bro. You telling me he really believed he beat them? No, he gave them a rematch because he knew the people.
He wants to run it, yeah.
And then to himself, he was like, nah, man, like. But the rematches, he fucked them up, both of them.
Yeah.
He's too smart of a fighter to let them, adjust.
Second time, hell no.
What's up?
I said that's why he's pretty much considered one of the greatest.
Yeah, bro. Fucking all time. I mean, defensively, one of the greatest.
Yeah, defensively. I never liked watching any of his fights, bro.
Yeah,
I never wasted my money buying any of his fights.
Yeah. Me neither.
Stream that for free now. Edit
that
out. Nah.
Yeah, I'll watch it through that fucking. I would get like a shitload of.
You know how many pop-ups come
I would get it. That's what I was about to say. I would get a shitload of pop-ups.
Like when you try to.
You know how many fucking. I had to clean my fucking shit all the fucking time.
Right, like you know how when on Facebook they have the motherfuckers that streaming this shit. It's like you get 5 seconds of this shit and it covers it. Like come to the link above or below. I'm like, God damn, I can't fucking watch nothing.
I was watching one last time and then the guy was like holding it and they're like, damn, bro, just put it on the table. Your hand's so shaky.
That motherfucker was like,
everybody's like, what the fuck?
Well, the shit starts going like this, fucking sideways and shit. That's fucking how I am. If I ever try to record shit, I like to watch like this, so then the fucking shit starts
slowly. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, for sure. Like, let us know where you fight. If it's Cali or if you fight through Cali, you fight through the zone, right?
Yeah, I fight through the zone because Golden Boys just with the zone.
We'll watch it regardless.
I'll let y'all know. I'll send y'all the link, and then I'll let y'all know whenever like the album is confirmed on a date. I'm out on my social media. I'm at Rincon 95 on Instagram and on Twitter, and Snapchat. Why not Rincon 1195?
For the host. No, you're taking. Never mind.
But yeah, bro. Like, we're actually shooting a music video this week for that last track of the album. I was telling you
the outro.
The outro called "Peace of Mind" outro. And
where are you recording it in
downtown Dallas? Yeah, and I honestly don't like to do that because it's like. If everyone does the city view too much, and I'm like, all right, bro, I get it. I'm from Dallas. Don't be wrong, I love my city, but like, let's do something a little different. Let's not be like the typical. But
go to downtown Carrollton, bro.
Might as well. Oh, definitely not. Walk by Babe's Chicken and shit.
That's what I was about to say about Babe's
Chicken and shit. But yeah, we're like, I'll let y'all know about that one, but we're shooting that music video, and we should probably be dropping that video right before the album drops to kind of, let people in on the shit, and it's gonna be dope, bro. Like, we got everything lined up for it, man. Like the whip we got for it's gonna be dope. We got a lime green G-Wagon. That's just
lime green.
Lime green G-Wagon.
You got an outfit for it or what?
Hey, I'm thinking about it already. I might have to fucking
get a little like LaMelo Ball, bro. Like, did you see where he posted like a lime green Lamborghini? Lime green outfit, bro.
That motherfucker look like one of them like fucking like a sour candy Twizzler or some shit, like a fucking super green one. So a kiwi flavored Twizzler.
God.
But yeah, bro, like this fucking album's gonna be dope, man. But I appreciate y'all like having me on here, and like, if y'all really looking forward to, like, I promise y'all this is gonna be a good project, all the way through, man. Like, good music,
bro.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be dope, bro. I put a lot of fucking time into this.
Best of luck, bro. Best of luck with everything.
Dog. I appreciate that.
All right, anything else you want to bring up? Are you good?
No, man.
Stay tuned for the album.
Yeah, stay tuned for the album for sure. Stable and Shattered. Should be dropping probably in the next few weeks. We'll confirm a date. Keep up with my Instagram page. Oh, and also my music page. It's Rincon Official, Rincon Official. So I try to keep it a little bit separate, even though I have my big following through boxing. But follow my music page.
You're in through everywhere? Apple, Spotify?
Everywhere. Apple, Spotify, all of it. The whole nine. I think it does go on SoundCloud. Now I think about it, because I just put it on. I put it on everything. Like it gives you the option. It just
sends it out.
Let it all out there. So I hope that y'all really tune in, and I busted my ass doing this project, and I know for sure y'all at least gonna fuck with at least 7 of the tracks.
Hell yeah.
Down.
That's all it is, bro.
Hell yeah. So other than that, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. He's definitely gonna fight again, so we'll definitely collab again. Hopefully that happens, whether it's in Texas or in Cali. We'll definitely see you there as well. And regarding this album, guys, make sure you check it out. You guys would have had dropped it by now. I'll do some really cool edits while we go through this experience that we just experienced. Shit was funny though. But all right, boys. Like, comment, subscribe. We're out.
All right, appreciate it.
Pouring up shots in a hotel lobby, drinking too much and nobody gon' stop me. No, nobody gon' stop me. Think I need love, but I just can't find it. Middle of the city and it's still so quiet. Oh, still so silent.
Yeah. Sad to say, but I can't find love. Back when I was with you, felt like time got stuck. All you did was mind fucking, now I can't find trust. You was never straight with me, things ain't never line up. Can't fuck with you if you rub me off the wrong way. Long story short, girl, I had a long day. Always called me late when you was drunk off that Bombay. Pretty young thing with tattoos and an ombre. Strategically plan every move, yeah, I got things to prove. Was in too deep, everything just started sinking through. Cried the last time we spoke, all cause I couldn't speak to you. Take a trip alone, but I can't post where I'm leaving.